Now, I was a little unsure of what I was going to talk about tonight because everyone else has raised and said things I want to say already. So Filomena, I'm just going to focus on one thing that I think everyone's been dancing around a little bit. And in that, what we're asking for is not just an energy revolution or changes to infrastructure or anything like that. I think we all know that. What we're asking for is for an economic revolution. And now I'm going to reference a great piece that was done in The Nation by Christopher Hayes a couple years ago. And he made the comparison of what ultimately climate change activists are demanding. People like me, who were in Ottawa for the 100% renewable protest demonstration that was celebrating your government coming to power. And that is, we're asking for a large population of people who own a lot of wealth to give up that wealth. And that's happened one other time in the history of North America, and that was the absolution of the slave trade. We asked a lot of people to give up a lot of wealth that they had, then in the form of people. This is a bit of a messy comparison to make. I recommend you all read the article. It does a much better job than I'm doing right now. But what we're asking for is a large amount of Canadians, as well as international organizations and companies, to give up wealth that they have invested underneath our Canadian soil. And they're going to fight to keep that. And this is something that they need to do. We can talk about climate change and changing things and social justice as much as we want, but we need climate justice. We need the people who are responsible for this to be punished. And if that punishment is in the form of them losing their profits, of pipeline companies no longer existing, of losing their workforce to well-trained, new opportunities that the government can provide, then that's good. And we should do that. Because my generation has grown up underneath the previous administration, and we're never going to go back to that. We've seen what happens. You have the political will behind you. The Liberal Party has the political will behind them. We didn't elect the Liberal government nationally as a majority government thinking, oh, we would like things to be slightly better. We elected a Liberal government nationally because we saw what can happen with a majority government. A majority government has a hell of a lot of power. And you need to use that power to reverse and put us back on the right path. And ultimately, it's going to be hard. I understand that you probably meet with lobbyists more than you meet with constituents, possibly. But at the end of the day, you're doing electoral reform. I wasn't able to attend your town hall. But at the end of the day, the Liberal government's also committed to make voting more fair. So you're already laying the groundwork to ensure that 30% of the voting country that have interest in perpetuating our current economy aren't going to be controlling the government from now on. So you need to, ultimately your government needs to grow a spine and do what's right.